My father fought a Golden Gloves boxing match in this place. Jim Jones' Temple Beautiful was right next door. You know, Malcolm X spoke here. A lot of people don't really realize that. This place originally opened up as the Majestic Hall in 1912. So we're almost 100 years old. And I think that's what kind of keeps people, why people like this place. I mean, it's kind of like an old dirty blanket that you don't want to get rid of. Mainly because all the hippies who moved here in the summer of love, you had all these young people, and there was no jobs, and they were starving to death, and it was a way for him to like, here, you look terrible, you better eat something. And that's how you got people to come back.
You know, these doors in the dressing rooms, they don't lock unless you have a key. So you can't lock them from the inside. You can only lock and unlock them from the outside. And they often will lock themselves, so bands will get locked out of their rooms. So I actually think it's Janis Joplin, because the kind of booze that keeps disappearing would be Jack Daniels. The Power as well, like it will take maybe Getting Zombie or Bill Garvey to come over and turn on the lights before the power will come on. It's very strange. You have a dressing room ghost.
He was the last guy pretty much to sell out. In fact, he never did. You know, Bill could be a real hard ass. But at the same time, you always felt like you were part of it. You felt like you were an extended part of his family. He was very much like that. It was very, he was kind of intimidating. He was on the same level as people like Mick Jagger and like that. I mean, if anything, I think I was more afraid of him than people like that. Axl Rose is throwing a temper tantrum downstairs in the dressing room area. Bill's turning the corner. And you know, Axl Rose is all of about 5'2", and Bill is like 6'3", 250 pounds. And Axl throws a garbage can, and it spills all over the place. And Bill's like, "Is there some sort of problem here?" And just to watch Axl Rose kind of like, "I'm sorry, Mr. Graham."
Venue, and I'm really happy to be part of it.
We always attempted to go a little bit further at the Fillmores here in San Francisco to get into and work with what it feels like to go to this show, and what happens to you when we rip your ticket, and how do you feel about the theater.
It's classic. It's got purple chandeliers. You can look at the art of posters past, shows you missed, shows coming up.
It seems like it's actually for the people a lot more than a lot of other music venues.
We just, wanted to provide a good place for people to see a show and accept the acts, so it wasn't just one type of music. It was, diverse.
But we're one of the few venues left where, it's just like people aren't wearing uniforms, and it's not like you're working at Chevy's. And I think part of that has to do with the fact that people in the Bay Area don't like that. They don't want that, and they're trying to hold on to what happened. That's why people love live music, because you don't know what's going to happen.